I'm doing, I'm blessed, yes, living every moment, no regret.
Good morning, guys. So today's the day. It is currently 3:24 a.m. My water broke at 2:58 a.m. this morning, so this is my last baby bump. So we're gonna head to Winnie Palmer because for the most part the baby girl has been breached this whole pregnancy. So Winnie Palmer is the only hospital in Orlando that I know of so far, because I called and confirmed, that will allow my husband in the OR, and he needs to be in the OR with me when I have this baby. So I don't want to do this baby by myself. So last baby bump picture. I'm currently 38 days and Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 4 days. So
I'm sorry there.
how you feel over there?
Ready to get it done, ready to go, ready to go.
So I just wanted to update you guys. Today's the day, March 25th. Baby girl will be here at some point. So ciao for now. And pray for us because we're in the whole pandemic, is that what it is? Pandemic. The whole coronavirus got everybody going crazy. And it's not a lovely time to give birth to a baby. So due to not being able to have your midwife at the hospital or your doula, and because I don't know her position, and I still think she's breached, honestly, if I'm being honest, I can't have my home birth. So it is.
Thank you, Yahshua, for a blessed birth. We appreciate it, and we know all will be okay. What Grandma Louise say? Hola, all is well. Shalom.
Yes. So that's the update, guys. Bye. Alright, guys. So sorry it's dark. I don't have good lighting, but I'm currently in a doggy style position. Having contractions. I feel like I got a shit. Guys, this is what labor feels like, and we have an hour trip to the hospital. How many minutes we have left now?
22.
We currently have 22 minutes left out of the whole hour drive. That's better. I had to use my phone flashlight. It makes my face look bright as all get out. But hey, at least you can see me, right? So when I'm not having contractions, I'm very lovely. But when I am having contractions, I am not the best wife here. I told my husband to shut up several times because he wants to talk about chicken and eggs. I don't want to talk about no chicken and eggs. So, I'm in a doggy style position, hoping baby flips by the time we get to the hospital so I can have a vaginal birth. This is an interesting journey thus far.
The highway
will make good timing. I'll give you another update in a little bit. I'm about to have another one.
How fast are your contractions coming?
I don't know. I'm not timing.
One just now?
I'm having one right now.
Alright, it's 4:01.
I don't know why you want to time it.
Just mentally timing it so this way I know when you start freaking out, try to swing, I can duck. Gotta have that duck ratio in there.
Pray for me, guys. Pray.
So currently we found out the baby is still breech, and we're at Winnie Palmer Hospital because Rebecca's water is broken. And
Are
you
you
can
sure
see,
recording? The numbers are going down or up?
as you can see, I'm recording. She's still schooling me to make sure I'm doing it the right way.
Yes.
And we have the coronavirus mask on, or I guess breathing mask, just to be on the safe side because there are precautions everywhere in the United States and abroad. And so we wish everyone to be safe, especially during times like these. But it's still a blessing to be able to give birth to a beautiful young life, to be brought in this world. But we're still taking precautions, but we're still keeping you tuned in. So Rebecca, how you feeling?
Okay. When I don't have contractions.
And how fast are your contractions coming?
I think they're maybe 3 minutes apart.
3 minutes apart, so on a scale of 1 through 5, what do you say your pain level's at?
Maybe a 4.
A 4? Are you exaggerating, or are you just like...
No, they're painful, but I can breathe through it. Like, I'm glad I learned how to breathe through the hypno thing.
Oh, you practice hypnotherapy?
Yes.
Did you find that healthy?
Yes, that helps.
Alright, so how long are you taking deep breaths in and out?
Like 4 in, and then slowly breathe out. 8 out. I think it is 4 and 8.
And you find that this helps you to stay calm?
Yes. I'm calm.
Okay, so what time did your water break?
2:58.
And was it just a trickle, clear, or what happened?
It felt like I peed on myself, but like it was coming out on its own, and it trickled a little bit. But once I got up from the bed, it went all the way down, which is a good thing, because imagine you having to clean up all that liquid from the mattress. So.
Yeah, thank goodness for towels.
Yeah.
So now, you had a birthing plan lined out, you had your clothes lined up, you had the suitcases packed in the trunk. Did it go according to plan, or how did you feel at the last moment? Like, take us through it.
I felt better than the last time, like last Friday or whatever what day it was when they thought the baby's fluid was low. I felt scatterbrained then, but today it was like, okay, let's make sure the house is squared. Let's get everything set.
So you're kind of focused.
Yes.
Awesome.
Hello. I'm here to get your IV started. They're gonna do my IV now, so I'll update you in a bit.
Okay, so picking up where we left off.
No.
Were you having contractions on that period?
Mild, like I felt like cramps, but it didn't like hit yet.
Okay, and so what recommendation would you give to new mothers or mothers going through that procedure at the same time?
Call your doctor.
And what did your midwife say when you called her?
Well, because the baby was obviously breached at the last ultrasound, she said that I needed to go to the hospital. And then when I told her I started feeling some cramps, some mild contractions, she said I had at least within an hour to head out. So, always call your doctor first if you're not sure what to do.
That's a good suggestion. So now,
in the last part, this wasn't the birth plan, but this was plan B. So we knew that if we couldn't have our home birth, then we were going to go to the hospital. And I made sure that I called the hospital to make sure that you were allowed in the OR, because due to this epidemic of coronavirus, a lot of hospitals are not letting spouse in the OR or in the room, and I didn't want to go into labor by myself. So that was my second, I guess, plan of action, was to call and confirm which hospital was letting Daddy be in the room. So this is why we are at Winnie Palmer in Orlando.
All right, so you had a plan A and a plan B. What was your thought process behind setting up a plan A and plan B, and who do you notify, and how would someone else go about setting up a plan A and plan B as your recommendation?
Well, just have a birth plan in general. So, I mean, you can have an idea of what, you know, how you want your labor to be. And I knew I wanted a home birth, so that was obviously option A. But I knew if anything arises that the hospital would be plan B. I mean, some people, they might go to a birth center, or they might just stick with the hospital, so they only have one plan. But I guess just being open-minded. Like, I knew that I wanted to have a vaginal birth, but I knew C-section was in the air, especially if the baby's breached. So I was just glad that I created a birth plan, which I talked about in my hospital bag video, I think. So now we're here.
Okay.
But yeah, doulas help and midwife. So if you have a birth plan, it's good to talk to your doula and your midwife, and they can help you go over it and adjust it if you want.
That's a good thing. So any suggestions or tips that you would suggest for anybody in making their birth plan, or resources?
I think it's nursery or motherhoodnursery.com. She has a template. I can link that in the description below as far as creating a birth plan, but that's what helped me. And obviously my doula helped me too, to like ask questions of what I want. Like, for instance, do I want to vaccinate my baby? Do I want my baby to get these shots? What are my plans as for like delayed cord clamping and stuff like that? So I have my birth plan in my suitcase, so as soon as we get like fully admitted, right now we're in the labor and delivery triage, but as soon as we get into our room upstairs or wherever we're going next, I'll be giving my nurses my birth plan.
And so you'll be listing your doula and your midwife's links below, as you stated earlier. So now we understand that you did want to have a VBAC birth, and unfortunately the baby hasn't turned and it breached. How are you coping with that, and what are your feelings?
I'm fine. I mean, it is what it is. As long as my husband is allowed in the room, that was my main concern when my water broke, was to make sure that I call the hospital and make sure you could be in the room. So I'm okay.
Are you excited?
Yes, I could get to finally meet her and she can get out my stomach. Oh, and also, they checked me and I was not dilated or effaced, none of that. Like, I was still closed, which makes sense because she's breached. So I don't know, that would suck. Like, your water breaks and let's say she was head down, I think we'll be here for a very long time, and I would have to tolerate pain for a very long time because I'm not dilated at all. So I guess that's the plus side of having a C-section, is I don't have to worry about whenever I'm going to get fully dilated. But we'll update you later.
Understandable. So Now that you're gonna have the C-section, and your last meal was at 7:40 p.m. on, what was it, Wednesday?
Yeah, so I guess 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. I guess I can have this baby at any time. So I guess they're gonna let me know because it has to be 8 hours since I last ate. So I can have this baby in a couple hours. Because what time is it now, honey?
It is now 5:20 a.m.
So it's 5:20 a.m. My water broke at 2:58 a.m. It took us an hour to get here. We left the house around 3 something. So now we're just here. They gave me an IV, took some blood work. They're waiting for a fax from my midwife of my records. So I don't know, maybe 8 a.m. I think I might have a baby. I think, let's record this. How many ounces do you think? How much do you think she's gonna weigh?
I'm thinking 8 ounces and, no, 8 ounces. 8 pounds, between 5 to 7 ounces.
I think she's gonna be 8 pounds, 14 ounces.
That's kind of exact. Did you have a science of that?
No, I just feel like she's gonna be 14 ounces somewhere. So if it's 7 pounds, 14 ounces, I don't know, but I feel like she's definitely 8 pounds.
14 ounces is the lucky number. So what you gonna do if she's like 9 or 10?
Oh, she's
She's gonna be like a Whopper.
That's your baby.
She's gonna be like an Amazon.
Ooh, Jesus.
But the good thing is, like
I'm
you
having
said,
a contraction. That's why I said, ooh, Jesus. Not because she's a walker.
but the good thing is, you didn't eat or drink for a couple of hours because normally surgeons don't want you to eat or drink because they're worried about, because your body process slows down, that you can regurgitate or choke yourself while they're under the anesthesia. So that's a good thing. But after you finish, you're going to be hungry. And you just want a New York style breakfast, huh? A bagel with cream cheese and a coffee. Dark, no sugar.
No, I want milk and sugar. Lots of sugar.
Lots of sugar. Oh, you going to give yourself diabetes now that the baby out? Trying to make you laugh. That contraction is something serious, huh? Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in deep. Breathe out slow. Breathe in deep. I know you told me to shut up in the car with the 1, 2, 3, 4, but try to breathe in deep. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out slow and relax. All is well and all is getting better. You got this. All is well and all is getting better. There you go. Breathe deep in and out. So we have the baby's heartbeat over there. Can't focus on it too much, but it shows as
It's 145 and 146.
147, 148, 52, 53.
When I'm having contractions, it's elevated more. Like right now it's 160.
She beating on her drums like warriors. Come out and play. Warriors, come out and play. Anybody who's into old school action flicks know that song. Warriors. My baby's gonna be a warrior. So the contraction must be over because it dropped down to 140, 136. Alright, so we're at Winnie Palmer. We got admitted to our room. I don't know if it's temporary or permanent. I would say not too bad on the decor, but kind of lacking compared to Advent Waterman where we went to.
Not Waterman, it's Advent Orlando Health.
Advent Orlando Health. Yeah, the rooms were bigger and, I don't know, brighter. It seems kind of dull, but hey, that's my chair. It's comfortable. I like it. It's hard to move, but it's still comfortable. This is anti-Rona baby mama. No, anti-Rona wifey.
Yeah, not baby mama.
Sit in her comfortable chair. Her hair is a mess. God damn. It's all over the place. Look like you had static clean. But these are the things you laugh at.
This is what happens when you have contractions, but you don't care.
So that's right. Long hair don't care, right?
I don't got long hair, I got short hair, don't care.
Oh, short hair don't care. But you got a big old ponytail behind. Okay.
Big ponytail. Sees it. Short hair.
Alright, look at you.
I'll make this look pretty in a second. Hold on. Get the Latina look. Where's my hoop earrings? We'll be good to go.
Right? You be like, give me my hoop earrings and my chancletas. So,
But,
heart be strong.
yeah.
How we feeling?
Better now that that contraction went away.
I bet you are.
The
The contractions was coming hard, wasn't they?
I don't like them.
So, if you had to compare contraction to something or describe it, what's the best way you could describe it?
You can go to hell.
Go to hell contraction?
It hurts.
Alright, so, if you had to describe a contraction as a food, what would you call it?
I don't know why I thought of something green, but I like spinach. But I don't know, whatever green vegetable that people don't like, I don't know.
So what do you dislike as you call it a contraction? Because you like spinach.
I know, but I thought of something green and yucky. I describe
Okra?
it. Okra's fine for me. Maybe it's the
Ew.
it's the coronavirus. Stay away from me. That's the one thing I don't like right now. The coronavirus.
So we nicknaming contractions the Rona.
The Rona. I don't like the Rona.
So we call it a Rona action without the virus.
Yeah, we don't got no virus over here. We just have to wear these masks for precautions.
I don't like that mask. I can't breathe in it, and it makes you. I'm chewing gum, and it still makes my mouth smell like dog shit. I don't like it. When I'm like, I know I brush my teeth and everything, so that's not a big favor for me. So let's see what else we have over here. We have the little saline tube, a little hard drive, computer, and I guess that's a mini fridge. Then this is the dark hallway. There is the little first aid stand. This is the bathroom. I know, oh, wait, the bathroom goes the other way. Let me make sure I don't pull the emergency cord for the bathroom. So this is the bathroom. Kind of small and quaint. It's warm in here too. A little shower. I like how they marbled the doors, so that's good. A little shower in here, a little setup. Not bad. Extra socks and a towel. Yeah, the toilet was sanitized, but I had to go, so I took it off. Didn't hit the garbage, but let me make sure I put it in there. But I guess it's warm, but it's because in case you have a baby. So that's that. Can't really see what the view is because it's 7:10 in the morning and it's still dark outside.
When you're recording, you're looking at the thing to see what you're aiming at.
So this is where we are.
You want to show the camera your face?
No need to show my face. They know who I am. I'm the masked bandit. I'm the impregnator. There's a contraction. Let's see. This is what it looks like. Breathe, baby. It still tastes like spinach? I gotta make my wife laugh because laughter is a path to everything. It bridges the gap with everything. But I love her dearly. But I know it don't taste like spinach. It's more like sauerkraut or something nasty. Okra. Spoiled okra.
Maybe cottage cheese. I don't like cottage cheese.
Cottage cheese?
I don't like cottage cheese.
Oh. It went back. It went away?
That's my face. Pretty
I was on your face.
Mm.
Well, maybe my movie making skills aren't as good as yours, but I'm getting there.
Oh, up in my face.
Yeah, I would give the fans a close up so they can see what it's like. So we had a cottage cheese. We had a. Let me chewing this double mint gum and it's messed up my talk. We had a cottage cheese contraction just now, and it was not tasteful nor was it enjoyable.
No.
And I'm sure it's harder to breathe even with that mask because your cheekbones and your nose is glistening.
Trying to get you to work.
Right? It's normally my time to get to work. It's 7 o'clock. But we will tune in later. Everybody keep us in prayer for a safe delivery. Beautiful baby girl. Take care. So, right before the surgery, how you feeling? Turns out contractions are a real thing, huh?
Yeah, I don't know if I would do natural labor anymore. But might have been right about that. Especially when they're like 3 minutes or 2 minutes apart. Like I'm about to have another one.
I will get this IV in you and then get anesthesia to come.
Great job with the breathing. Breathe in and breathe out. Relax and release.
Regardless, mommy, you're doing great. Do you guys have a name picked out for this baby?
Yakira.
Yakira?
Mm-hmm.
Aw, very cute. Okay, so I'm gonna take a look here.
Okay.
You're gonna feel this very tight,
and now we
okay?
have the braces. It's perfect. Oh, thank you, baby.
And I want you to open and close your hand for me.
And they said contractions was something women made up just so that men can do extra work. So it's really a real thing, huh?
What time is it?
Two.
That you see the red? Sorry. Just don't.
It's recording you now.
No, I'm saying if you sneak record, just don't talk like you're recording something. You know, just point the camera to wherever. Okay, I wanted to give you guys an update. I haven't been texting anybody. My pain was like really at a 10 upstairs, and contractions are not a joke. And it sucks because it's like I'm having a C-section, but I'm really I really experienced labor because I was having contractions and I was dilating. But when I first got here, after my water broke, I was at a 0, like all the way high up. Like I wasn't in phase or anything. So it was like the contractions were serious, but I wasn't like dilating like some people like immediately. I was dilating slowly, so it hurt. At 1:30, thank God, because I didn't think I could bear it anymore. Because we've been here since 4 something in the morning, and I've been having contractions since then.
Hey, how are you doing?
I'm good.
No more pain? Is that a good thing?
Yes,
Lift your legs.
I can't.
This is why I wanted the epidural. You'd still be waiting for the doctor to do the final.
She didn't feel her Foley.
Well, then my name is Joanne. Had I had felt your Foley, my name would have been Lauren.
Okay. Well, you're good. You got the IV in my hand, and you did this epidural, and I feel fine, so.
Good.
No more pain.
One of the perks? Yeah. Good.
So, sorry, that was the anesthesia doctor. So yeah, at 1:30 they brought me downstairs so I could have a C-section. I did get an epidural. I had a choice, either a spinal or epidural. But with the epidural, I would get immediate meds to ease the pain off, and that's what I needed because I couldn't bear that pain. So now we're just waiting until the doctor's done with another C-section, and then we go in and baby girl will be here. So that's my update. Anything else on this thing? I don't know.
Okay. Good one.